So we've talked on this channel before about choosing a color palette for your home by identifying and developing on your personal preferences. The truth is, whether you realize it or not, your personal preferences are not actually that personal at all. In fact, if you really think about it, you'll find that your preferences have actually been influenced over the years by changing trends. Don't believe me? Well, let's talk about it. Welcome back everyone, Mrs. H here, and today we're talking about how to choose colors for your home that are timeless and have less impact on your wallet due to changing trends. But as always, before we get started, if you want to be a part of the tribe, please subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Now, if you're ready, let's get started. First, let's talk about how your color and design preferences are inadvertently affected by changing trends. Consider, for example, the vibrant jewel tones of the 1980s. While this homeowner was fortunate to have excluded these jewel tones from their walls and flooring, their furniture, on the other hand, which are generally high-ticket items, will need to be replaced as trends change. Wouldn't you agree? I'll link my video on timeless design here to help you avoid some of the same mistakes. This room is clearly a result of retailer influence. The design and the colors were trendy for a time and then marketed to you and I. Do you remember your home in the 80s? Now, unless we exclusively shopped secondhand stores to maintain our style preferences, you and I purchased what was available and advertised to us, even if it was out of season or being clearanced. Up to this point, we've been discussing why a timeless color palette is important. However, I want to get to the point of this video, which is about how we can choose a timeless color palette that can stand the test of time in the face of changing trends. Now listen, marketers utilize the principles of psychology, which are very powerful, to study our behavior so that they can effectively influence our choices. That said, there isn't a 100% foolproof way to ensure that our preferences aren't impacted, but there is a way to minimize the impact and allow changing trends to be incorporated seamlessly by creating a timeless color palette. So how do we do that? I've got one word for you: neutralize. Neutrals play a significant role in establishing a timeless foundation upon which we can build. Now before you click away, we're not talking about the stark white or the boring beige. There are varying tones and hues of neutral colors in the thousands that I'd encourage you to explore. For example, notice the neutral shades in this room. All of the colors you see here are in the brown family, but there are varying shades and hues used here to make a beautiful color palette. You could even build upon this with pops of color to add interest when trends change. This is what makes a palette timeless. Start with your wall color to create a neutral backdrop. Did you know silver and gray are neutrals too? As trends change and you find yourself being influenced, keep your foundation neutral, but choose complementary tones and hues in your furnishings, artwork, and decor. Here's another example of where neutral is the backdrop, the tones are muted, and the pops of color and textural interest bring the look to life. Now here's a look at how this was not done well. There are too many opposing colors fighting for attention here. And now that you're aware, please share. Also, for more like this coming down the pike, all we ask is that you please like. Above all, be kind. And we'll see you in the next video.